Hello everybody, and we're back. So, for those of you who watched the end of the last video, I was talking about, myself and my life a little bit when we left off. So, like I said, my name is Brandon, and, we're here with Talghar, the Barbarian. So, I was gonna give him, a real normal name like George the Barbarian, but I felt, it just didn't really fit. So we went with Talghar. So yeah, let's see here, going over stuff that we have. Cause I have a few different characters, so kind of hard to keep track of everything with everybody. But alrighty, so like I said, I was at the gym, had a pretty good workout today. We right now to kind of stay in shape for football, because I said I play at Bloomsburg University, so kind of stay in shape right now. I'm doing an indoor flag football league, and we had a game yesterday, and legs are still pretty sore, and we did a legs day today, so I'm hurting a little bit, but it feels good. And then that feeling when you leave a real tough workout and you just feel great. Love that. So, I gotta, definitely liking the Barbarian right now. From what I've heard, Inferno is just ridiculous with the Barbarian, but,
This must be the blacksmith's apprentice. Adric should be told of his fate.
I actually don't think I've ever found it in any of my other playthroughs. But, yeah, the Barbarian is... Well, we'll see how it gets, when we get to the later acts. But for right now, dude, this is a lot of fun. This guy is nice. I like I like the mechanics, I like a lot of things about... Okay, so we got the fire one better. I like a lot of things about the Barbarian and how they play, and we're just starting off now, so hopefully we keep getting better and keep finding cooler things out about it. But, with Inferno, there's enemies that are doing, 700,000, damage a hit, and it's just unrealistic to think that you can go in with a Barbarian and just stand toe to toe with these people, because some of them, I was looking at some of their stats, some of them have upwards of 3-4 million health. I mean, that is just ridiculous. So and I'm just gonna, because I have a friend who's on my football team. He's a level 60 Barbarian, and he's on Inferno, and he said it's just ridiculous. You'll come across an elite mob and just die, instantly, just instantly die, and then respawn, come back, just die again, instantly. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a bold prediction. This has been my first bold prediction of the series. And that is, nobody will beat hardcore, nobody will beat the game fully, all 4 difficulties, as a hardcore character as a Barbarian. That is my bold prediction.
During the last days of King Leoric's reign, even the skeletons of the ancient dead could not rest. They took up their broken armor and weapons once more, ready to cut down anything that yet drew breath. Though wasted and fragile, these creatures possess a twisted cleverness that makes them quite formidable.
So, I know that's that's the big thing. Everyone's, world first, everyone wants to be the first person to do something. Well, what I'm interested in is who's going to be the first person to beat, the entire game, the whole way throughout Inferno, and the final boss as a hardcore character. Because that is, according to the game director, Jay Wilson, that is meant to be impossible. That is not meant to happen. Inferno is supposed to be a play, die a whole lot, and just slowly, learn, and just kind of grind grind your way through. So we'll see. You know, I'm curious to see who's gonna. And as far as, you know, character-wise, who will be probably the best shot? Let's see. I mean, like I said, definitely not the Barbarian. That's just. And I mean, for that instance, probably not the monk either, being another melee character. I cannot see the monk doing it. Now, I haven't played with the monk yet, so I can't fully say whether or not, you know, it'll be possible. But I'm not seeing that as a probability. So that kind of leaves, you know, the 3 ranged people. Now, I haven't played the Witch Doctor, and I don't really see myself devoting much time to the Witch Doctor, simply because, I mean, he kind of looks a little fragile. You know, he's more of a support character. I don't really see him doing very well for himself. So, not him. So now we're down to the Wizard and the Demon Hunter. Now, the Wizard, I do have each of these characters, and the Wizard is like a very fragile, you know, person who's meant to do a lot of damage, you know, in a quick period of time. So the problem with that is, you know, in Inferno, if you get hit, you're dead. Now, the Demon Hunter is more of a controlling kind of, you know, they do a lot of damage, but they also have a lot of movement skills, a lot of skills that kind of keep enemies at bay. You know, you're able to move, you're able to control people. If I had to, you know, choose from, you know, my knowledge of the game right now, what character has the best chance, you know, of getting the farthest in hardcore, I would have to say the Demon Hunter. So, oh, and another thing, some people asked me after the first people, I got a few questions, you know, asking why I'll pause, you know, when I'm fighting people, and I just want to, you know, make sure everybody knows that this is a live commentary. I'm talking, you know, right now. Monsters. Okay, I'm talking, you know, as I'm playing. So sometimes I'll kind of be focused on what's going on the screen, and, you know, not focus on what I'm saying. I'll kind of, you know, lose where I'm at, or, you know, kind of stumble my words a little bit. So if I repeat myself, you know, just kind of bear with me, because I am, you know, trying to bring this all to you live. You know, my thoughts as we play, so you can get my opinions and my reactions, you know, straight when it happens. And for those of you who have ever, you know, tried to do that, you know that it's not the easiest thing to do. You know, try and talk and play a video game. Especially, I mean, this game, you can kind of think, you know, a little bit more while you're playing, as opposed to, say, like with Call of Duty, where your reaction time has to be, you know, spot on. Call of Duty is a lot harder to live commentate and talk during, just because, you know, it's so fast-paced and you die so quickly. This, you have a little bit more leeway, especially in, like, you know, normal mode. But yeah, that's right. We did level up. So hold on, let's check out our skills here. What's new? Okay, so we got a skill rune for Bash. Did we get a skill? No? Okay, no, no skill. Alright, let's see here. What's, clobber? Instead of knockback, each hit has a 35% chance to stun. Now see, that would be, you know, that would be something that you'd want to try out against a boss. Because, you know, 35% chance, that's a, you know, every about 3 attacks, roughly. 3 attacks, you're stunning them for 1.5 seconds. So that 1.5 seconds, you know, depending on how quick your weapon speed is, you can get another attack in, and there's a possibility that you can just keep, you know, chaining these stuns and kind of keeping them at bay, you know, not able to do anything. But for right now, we're just going to, did I unlock anything else? No? Okay. For right now, we're gonna stick with cleave. I like, you know, I like being able to just go, you know, and kill multiple groups of people, because you very rarely, you know, see like one person at a time. So here, let's listen to this.
Demons have been known to devour their own young when no other nourishment is available. Their offspring, the imps, sometimes manage to flee and band together with other demon spawn. They rove in vicious packs, ready to descend upon the unwary traveler and rip his body to shreds with their tiny, needle-sharp teeth.
Alright, well, this is not...
The crown must be in a different crypt.
This is not the correct crypt. This is actually a really small one. There was no event in it, no nothing. So this was actually kind of just a big waste of time. So, alright. But like I was saying, you know, you don't really very often see actually almost never in this game do you just see one person. So, especially right now when you can kind of get away with, you know, standing in there and not have to worry about people killing you very easily. I like this, the whole AoE stuff right now, you know, with Cleave and Hammer of the Ancients, and then Ground Stomp right there to kind of, you know, keep people at bay. So, oh, and actually, a tip for some of you people. The for those of you who know, when you hold Shift and then you click, you will. Oh, that's pretty good. When you press when you hold down Shift and you click, you will, you know, do whatever your left click skill is without having to worry about clicking on somebody. See, that's a problem, especially like with this Barbarian. Like, you know, say you go in and there's a group of people there and you're clicking, but you know you're like missing. That's, you know, you're like pretty much you're moving around while you're getting attacked, but you're not actually hitting anybody. You just keep moving and you're getting attacked, and it's, you know, it's really bad for your life. So what I do, you know, in the beginning of the game you can get away with Shift, but hold on a second.
Not enough fury.
Just kill this, yeah. I'm just gonna let you guys know, I'm probably gonna pause when I'm talking whenever I meet a elite or a champion mob, just because, you know, I need to focus on what's going on. But so yeah, well, you can get away with the whole Shift thing for, you know, a little bit. But okay, let's listen to this real quick.
The tragedies in these lands have left many restless spirits in their wake, and they demand retribution. These spirits will take out their vengeance on any unsuspecting individual who may pass, for they believe that the blood of the living will yet restore the lives that were ripped away from them.
So, you know, you can get away with it up until you get all 4 skills. You know, up until then you keep your 3 fingers there, you keep your thumb on Shift, and you can do that just fine. But what I had to do, especially with my Demon Hunter, oh, here is a Treasure Bandit. You want to make sure you definitely always kill these guys. Because they, as you can see, they drop a ton of great stuff. You got to make sure that you stay on them because they will try and open a portal and run away from you. As soon as they open up that portal, if you don't kill them and they hop in, they're gone. So.
Some devious little goblins have been robbing our merchants. When pursued, they simply open portals and disappear with the most aggravating chuckle. The peasantry seem to believe that the goblins serve a great demon lord known as Greed. And furthermore, that their portals lead to Greed's domain. A ludicrous notion, truly.
There you go, like what that guy said. They'll open up a portal and pretty much just piss you off. Okay, this is going to be one of the event things. They'll just open up that portal and just piss you off, and they'll get away. So, but yeah, once you get all 4 skills, you want to keep all 4 of your fingers on, number 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I don't know if you can see here down here, but I moved my my potions from Q to 5 because then it's right next to 4, and you can just reach right over and just hit that. So that makes it a little bit easier, when you're in the heat of battle, so you can heal yourself. And then secondly, instead of shift, I switched the space bar to the kind of the keybind that keeps you still. So here I can click out here, and my guy doesn't move; he just does his attack. Instead, with your fingers on 1, 2, 3, and 4, your thumb naturally kind of rests on the space bar. So I figured that would be probably the best option. So here we got a little event here. We got to get the bones of this girl or somebody. So and there's events all throughout this game.
Grave robbers have defiled my
You don't have to do them, but
now
they give you some good stuff.
In torment because I do not rest at his side. Return my bones so that we may rest in peace.
So this chick just pretty much said you got to get her bones back because her husband can't rest because her bones are gone.
More fury.
But the thing that I don't understand is you're trying to help by getting this chick's bones back, and her husband comes out and attacks you. All you're trying to do is help her out, help him out, and he's gonna come out and attack you. So whatever. See what I mean? Like when you get surrounded, you want, especially this early, you want that area of effect attack, that one that's just gonna hit, everybody and just clear them out, as opposed to, like with my bash, which does a little bit more damage, but it's not, it's gonna take a lot longer in the long run to kill them. I really like Hammer of the Ancients. That's really good. At least right now, early on, you obviously get much better skills as you go on.
I grow in power.
That's just that crazy hammer that you just make and just smash people. Love it. I love how tanky this Barbarian feels. You just big, angry, just smashing people.
The dead are at peace now.
So it's nice. Almost forgot to get my stuff. God, you get the money, you get the experience when you finish them, and then normally you get gear. So my advice is definitely do the events whenever you see one.
This must not be the crypt that holds the crown.
Unfortunately, this
The
also
search
was not the
continues.
crypt. So. Alright, so we got some new skills here. I think we got a skill rune. Yep, skill rune for Hammer of the Ancients. Now see, this is going to be amazing. So not only does it do, the 200% weapon damage to those people right in front of you, and it's going to hit, anybody right in front of you, but also, now we're sending out a shockwave that deals 155% damage, 22 yards straight in front of you. So as long as you're kind of centered and they're coming at you in a straight line, which they normally do, this is going to just wreck everybody in that path. So we're going to go ahead and assign that. Let's see here, we got anything else? Nope. Nothing. Alright. So I think there's only ever 3. Oh, look at this. We got a nice elite person over here.
More fury.
Ooh, he's knockback. Alright, you see how that kind of shockwave goes out then? That's what you ready? It's that shockwave that comes out, that's gonna, you know, kill everybody else around you. So
When King Leoric came to court, he brought many nobles with him, and nobles, hardly enough, want noble crips. So I showed up with my shovel, thinking to make easy profit by digging a few holes. Ha! There's no stopping their demands around here. Now, I eat, sleep, and breathe dirt, it seems.
So especially here, with all these wretched mothers, you want to make sure, you know, that you're killing them first, because they're gonna keep, you know, spawning up these zombies, and then give you a chance to really focus on this elite person. And that's kind of how I go at, you know, most of my elite and champion encounters. I try and take out their minions with them, because they're the ones who won't necessarily kill you, but they're just annoying. You know, they're there, and they're, you know, just, they're added damage that, you know, you don't need. And especially since they have the qualities of, you know, whoever the elite person is, some of them can be a real pain in the ass. It can do a lot of damage, and, you know, they're just normal people, so you can kill them quickly. And there's no need to have them around when you can just get rid of them, you know, real fast. And also, another thing, like I was saying about, oh my god, that's awesome. Like I was saying about, you know, how there's the magical properties for stuff, and how you don't really see, you kind of keep seeing the same kinds, you know, over and over in normal. It's the same thing as far as the like the magical properties of the elite and the champions. You know, they kind of have the same thing. As far as in normal, you see a lot of knockback. You know, I can't really, wallers, like the champions will, they'll just build walls, you know, just bring walls up out of the ground. They'll try and, like, you know, block you off, cut you off, get you running away. And then, like, the elites will have, like, a jailer, or they'll have waller, but their walls are, like, you know, like, almost like a cage kind of thing, where you get stuck in it, and then they'll be at the end, and the only way to get out of this is to go through them. So, but yeah, it's just the way the game is set up. You know, they want this beginning parts to be easy for you. They want you to, you know, they want people to learn the game first, and then kind of, you know, get into the hard stuff that's gonna really frustrate people, and is only gonna be, you know, people who need to actually do, like, the research and kind of, you know, study and figure this stuff out. So, you know, you're basically going to see those main 3 types in normal mode. Towards the end of the last act, you start seeing a few more, but at least for now, you're really only going to see knockback, waller, jailer. That's about it. And then once you get into Nightmare, you start seeing, not only do they have more than just one, like, you know, they'll have like 2 or sometimes 3, but there's different ones, you know, like, they'll be like shielding, so they'll shield, you know, themselves and their minions, and they'll be, the one time I saw, and this was actually like a really dangerous combination, oh, that one's not gonna break? Alright. They had Waller and what's called mortar. And mortar, they, on top of their normal attack, they also shoot fireballs, out of there. Oh, so here's a champion mob. They also shoot fireballs out of their, like out of the top of their head, and so it's better for you to be up, up on them, so that you don't get hit by that. But first off, I was playing it with a demon hunter, so I was trying to be back anyway. But also, the way that they were set up, they would build a wall so that I couldn't hit them, and then their mortar, the fireballs would fly over, over the wall and hit me, and there's nothing you can do because I couldn't get around the walls to hit them, and it was a very, very dangerous group of people. So now see here, we're only going to lose 0.2% protection, which is 1 armor, but we're going to get +2 experience with monster kills, which for right now, +2 is a lot. You only need, okay, you need 14,000, but that's +2 for every monster. You kill enough monsters, that's going to rack up. See, for those of you who notice, those exploding guys, they don't always drop those little annoying eel things. And I already have one of those, so I'm gonna, I'm just gonna drop this. There we go, finally. So sometimes they'll drop different stuff depending on where you are in the game.
Not enough fury. That little notification you just came up, saw come up, that's for when, you have friends on, because you can, you request, you can have like a little friends list, and it'll tell you, when people are on. You'll get like quick join, you can join parties and stuff, and Diablo, unfortunately, doesn't have any, like live game chat, so you have to use a third party thing like Skype or maybe Team Talk or something like that. So I just Skype with my friends when we do this. We want to we're co-oping and we want to talk. But that's like that little notification lets you know, like, hey, your friend's online. You can you can pick up, this is down here, the social. Tells you who's online, you can invite them to party, you get that kind of stuff. So that's it's a neat feature that they didn't have in Diablo 2, and that made it very, very difficult to kind of get with like your friends. So and I know one friend, we got a little boss fight here. See, again, I wasted my my ground stomp ability. See, there we go. See, I wasted the ground stomp ability too early, because I'm trying to get at him right when the start of it, but gotta stop being premature, It's not a good thing.
The unburied are formed from human corpses that were flung into mass graves without a proper burial. This hideous amalgamation of bodies decomposes together into one being, bound by some foul magic. For all my knowledge, I could only flee from it, and I would expect any other sensible person to do the same.
So, for those of you who just saw, I switched out my... Here, let's kill this. Switched out my chest plate armor for the one that was a little bit weaker. It was like four points weaker. But you see, it added 40 life, and you know, right now that's a lot. 'Cause I only have 270 life, and you wanna make sure you kill these purple guys first because they spawn up, you know, more skeletons. So you have to make sure you take them out first, or else you will just get overwhelmed by skeletons. So yeah, you know, sometimes you have to make tough decisions, you know, between like, well, you know, you're gonna go with life or, you know, like your damage, because I get that a lot with my demon hunter, where it'll be like, you know, plus 20 or 30 to damage, and then minus, you know, like 300 to health, and I'm like, it's such a tough call, you know, it's a real balancing act. We're gonna have to fight the Chancellor here, but it's just, you know.
To bring that monster Leoric back to this world.
Now see, this guy, you know, he's worried about. He doesn't want Leoric to come back to life, you know. Even though, you know, we don't really get the option to talk to him and say, hey man, we're doing this to so we can kill him. But you know, maybe he thinks we're gonna fail.
I grow stronger.
Nice, we finally got a town portal. And we gained a level. Alright, so we got leap. When do we unlock the next level 9? And we are level up, next level. That's okay, so that's not. So we're gonna lose, I mean, get a lot of defense. We're gonna lose, you know, that 3%, and 3% really isn't much. It's not a big deal. So all right, let's see here. We got leap. I know leap is a good one. Let's see here.